Enlightening your business tonight, there seems to be a lot of confusion and even concerns these days about Social Security, especially its future. Here to help us perhaps sort out a lot of this retirement mess is our retirement expert, Burk Rosenthal. Now, you know, I've got to tell you, well, firstly, welcome. Always good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm of that generation that is probably most afraid because, you know, you see FICA, and you've seen it for years on your check, and something's been taken out, but now there may be some real concern that it might not be there, that these things may be depleted. What should we make of all that, Burk?
Well, Kenneth, there are some real concerns. According to Social Security trustees, under the current plan, if no changes are made, the plan assets will be exhausted in 2041. So obviously there's room for concern, but what has to happen is there's going to be some changes made, and the reason for it, if you think about it, people are living a lot longer than they did when Social Security began back in the 1930s. I think in the early days there was about 50 people working for every one person drawing benefits. Now it's about 3 people working for every one drawing benefits, and within the next 30 years, it's expected there'll be about 2 people working for every one drawing benefits. So there's going to be some major changes ahead.
Yikes, those numbers are somewhat frightening, and I got to tell you, you speak of evolution, and that's certainly the case, that something should happen in terms of evolving because things are changing. This particular system was never designed to, I think, house and I think support as many people as it is, or that it is right now. What do you think is coming down the pike? What changes are ahead that the government
I think there's a couple of things likely. First of all, increase in tax is a possibility. Increasing that tax base brings in more assets to help the assets last longer for those people who are living longer. The other thing we're likely to see is the amount, the date in which you can start drawing benefits. Right now, you can draw benefits depending on when you were born, sometime between age 65 and age 67. So that's been pushed back for folks born before, after January 1st, 1938. They're likely to push that back again, and where I think they're going to do that is the age at which you can draw early benefits, because that has not been changed. Even if your normal or full retirement age is age 67, you can still draw early benefits, typically at age 62. We're likely to see that pushed back, because a 62-year-old today is not the same as a 62-year-old back in the 1930s.
Certainly not. In fact, we had a 75-year-old president at one point, Reagan, I think, that was in office at that age. Well, with that in mind, and you speak of changes, what should someone who is trying to get a retirement situation together right now and thinking about Social Security, what should they focus on right now?
I tell clients this: Social Security should be thought of as a bonus plan, because it was never designed to be your primary or sole source of retirement income. It is one of several potential sources of retirement income. 1 being your own individual savings and investment programs, 2 being any employer plans that you might have, and 3 being Social Security. So you want to focus on all of those, not just rely on Social Security to be there for you.
Well, it sounds like some very good advice as always, Burk Rosenthal. Thank you for coming through. We certainly appreciate that. Maria?